Good morning students. In this class we are going to discuss about the various steps of DNA replication. So let's see one by one. So first step is the unwinding of DNA. Unwinding of DNA. Second is the unwinding of DNA and then synthesis of RNA primers. Third one, addition of nucleotides. Addition of deoxyribonucleotides. Deoxyribonucleotides. Step 4 is removal of RNA primers. Removal of RNA primers. And the last one is joining of DNA fragments. Okay, so there are total 5 steps in DNA replication. The first one is unwinding of DNA. Second one, synthesis of RNA primers. Third one is addition of the deoxyribonucleotides. You know there are 4 deoxyribonucleotides: ATP, GTP, CTP, and TTP. Okay, the fourth one, removal of RNA primers, and last one, the joining of DNA fragments. So let's see one by one. The first one is unwinding of DNA. Step 1 is unwinding of DNA. You know DNA is a double stranded. It is anti-parallel to each other. Okay. So when we see the polarity of the DNA, suppose that this is the double stranded DNA. This is the double stranded DNA having anti-parallel condition. Okay. So let's see. There are 2 strands of DNA. One has 3' to 5' polarity, other has 5' to 3' polarity. This is the double stranded DNA having polarity. Okay, so here you can write polarity 3' to 5', and in this case you can write 5' to 3' polarity. And suppose that this is the double stranded DNA molecule. That means nitrogen species are present between the 2 strands of DNA, where adenine pairs with thymine and guanine pairs with cytosine. Okay, between adenine and guanine there are 2 hydrogen bonds, and between guanine and cytosine there are 3 hydrogen bonds. Initially it is double stranded. Okay. During unwinding of DNA, it looks like the Y-shaped structure. Y-shaped structure it formed. Okay. During unwinding of DNA, it looks like Y-shaped structure. It is known as replication fork. So let's see. When unwinding of DNA takes place, then what happens? It looks like the Y-shaped structure like this. And this Y-shaped structure is known as replication fork. This Y-shaped structure is known as replication fork, where unwinding of DNA takes place. And not the whole bases broken down. Suppose that these are the unwind bases broken down. Okay, here also there is a breakdown of the hydrogen bonds between the bases, and this is the open part, and this is the closed part. That means here still the bases are present in the base pairs manner. So during unwinding of DNA, there are 3 enzymes works. Okay, the first enzyme is helicase, that helps to break down the hydrogen bonds between the 2 strands of DNA. Suppose that this is the helicase enzyme that helps to break down the hydrogen bonds between the two strands of DNA, helicase. Okay, and here one more enzyme is there that help to reduce the torsion. That means it reduces the supercoiling in unopened part of the DNA, that is known as topoisomerase. Topoisomerase. It is also known as gyrase in case of prokaryotes. In case of eukaryotes, it is called topoisomerase. In case of prokaryotes, it is called gyrase. And one more enzyme here which help to stabilize in single-stranded form and found in tetramerik form, known as single-stranded binding proteins. It is a special kind of enzyme that help to stabilize DNA molecule in the single-stranded form, known as SSBP. SSBP stands for single-stranded binding proteins. As well as single-stranded stabilizing protein. Okay, and here polarity is 3 to 5, and here polarity is 5 to 3. This is anti-parallel condition. This is the step 1. So this is the first step in which the helicase enzyme helps to break down hydrogen bond between the two strands of DNA. As a result, some parts unwind. There is a breakdown of hydrogen bond, so some part unwind. Okay, and topoisomerase help to reduce the torsion, or you can say it causes negative supercoiling. Okay, and single-stranded binding proteins, it is also a special kind of enzyme, the single-stranded stabilizing binding protein that help to stabilize the DNA molecule in the single-stranded form. This is the step 1. In the step 2, synthesis of RNA primers takes place. So let's see, in the step 2, an RNA primers are always synthesized at the 3' end of both the strands of DNA. You have to know RNA primers are the special kind of RNA strand that synthesized at the 3' end of the unwind part of the DNA. So let's see, suppose that this is the unwind part, this is the closure part. This is the second one, unwind part. This is the base paired part. Okay, so here base paired, this part base paired, and you have to write the polarity now the same time. This is the 3' and this is the 5', and this is the 5', it will be 3'. In step 2, in this step, a short strands of RNA synthesized at the 3' end of the both strands. That means having polarity 3 to 5 or 5 to 3. A short strands of RNA synthesized at the 3' end of both the strands of DNA, and it has also polarity 5 to 3, 5' to 3', and it has 3' OH group through which new nucleotides added, 3' OH. Here also 3' will be there. In this strand, 3' will be this side, and here a new primer also synthesized. In which direction? 5 to 3 direction. That means at the 3' new primer synthesized. A short strands of RNA known as RNA primer is already explained in the previous video. This is again 5', this is the 3' OH. Okay, this is the step 2. So in the step 2, this RNA primer synthesized a special kind of enzyme known as RNA primase. So which enzyme helps here? RNA primase. So primer synthesized by an enzyme known as RNA primase. Okay, here also with the help of RNA primase, a short strands of RNA synthesized known as RNA primase enzyme, which help to synthesize a short strands of RNA that provides free OS for addition of nucleotides according to the complementary base sequences. Now, step 3 is addition of nucleotides, that in deoxyribonucleic nucleotides will add according to the base sequences. Step 3. In the step 3, addition takes place into the 5 to 3 direction. So in this stand, addition takes place continuous. Because when a free OH group is present, addition takes place continuous. Okay, these are the new nucleotides added. According to this is the 5 prime and this is the 3 prime OH. But on this strand, addition, suppose that new nucleotides added. These are the new nucleotides. New nucleotides. Now when some more part opened up, then what happened you can see. So this is the addition of nucleotides. Let's see when some more part of the DNA opens up in the next diagram. This is also the part of the step third. When some more part of DNA opens up. Let's see. When some more part opened up, then what happened? Suppose that some more part opened up like this. Here also, some more part of the DNA opens up like this. As you can see, the whole amount, the whole. Okay, so let's see. Again, the polarity is 3 prime, and this is 5 prime, and this is 5 prime, and this is 3 prime. So here you know earlier the previous diagram, RNA primers is 5 at there, 3 prime, and synthesis takes place continuous. New base added according to the base sequences like this. Suppose that A, there will be T. Okay, like that. And synthesis takes place continuous like this. Synthesis takes place continuous manner like this. In this strand, we call it as free OH group. But on this strand, suppose that earlier primer was there, because this is the unopened part. Earlier primer was there. This is the first primer, and synthesis takes place continuous on this strand like this. Here, synthesis takes place in this direction, 5 to 3 direction. And synthesis takes place with the help of an enzyme known as DNA polymerase third. This is the main replicating enzyme. The which enzyme acts here? DNA polymerase third. The main replicating enzyme. DNA polymerase third, or you can say DNA polymerase only. But here also DNA polymerase. You can see on this strand, synthesis takes place continuous, but on this strand, synthesis takes place discontinuous because the next primer will add again at the 3 prime. Next primer will add at the 3 prime. This is the second primer. As a result, it starts strands of DNA synthesized. Again, this is the DNA segments, and these segments are found in the fragments. And these small fragments known as Okazaki fragments. Okay, so these small segments known as Okazaki fragments. Okazaki fragments. So what are Okazaki fragments? A small segments of DNA that are synthesized on the DNA strand having polarity 5 to 3, known as Okazaki fragments. Later on, next step is removal of primers. Later on, these primers removed by the DNA polymerase first, and synthesis takes place, and new nucleotides added. Primers are removed, and new nucleotides are added like this. Now this is the complete DNA sequence, and in this strand also, the primers removed by DNA polymerase first. Primers are removed, and new nucleotides are added. Primers are removed and new nucleotides are added. Here the new nucleotides are added and primers removed. Here also new nucleotides are added and primers removed by DNA polymerase first. Finally, these small segments of DNA joined by the enzyme ligase. As a result, you can see this is the semi-conjunctive mode of replication, where one strand is old, other is new. So this is the various steps of DNA replication. So in this step one is unwinding of DNA, it takes place 3 enzymes, that is helicase, topoisomerase and single stranded stabilizing binding protein. Okay. Second one, synthesis of RNA primer. In the next step, at the 3' end, a short strands of RNA synthesized and that is known as RNA primer. And these RNA primers provide free OH group for the addition of nucleotides according to the base complementary sequence. Now in the step third, addition of nucleotide takes place into the 5 to 3 direction. Okay, and once again, and the strands of DNA having polarity 3 to 5 is known as leading strand. Okay, and the strands of DNA on which synthesis takes place continuous. Okay, and lagging strand having polarity 5 to 3 and synthesis takes place discontinuous. Okay, so and this Y chain structure that is produced after unwinding of DNA is known as replication part. Okay, so this is all about the various steps of DNA replication. In the next class, we will discuss about the transcription and various steps of transcription. Thank you.